Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Adelina, and I am hosting this Law of Attraction workshop, the natural flow of this thing we call life. And I'm excited that you're here with me today and joining me and tuning in because this is all just information that has helped me and guided me to changing lifestyles that I had that were not producing the results that I wanted in life, to building habits of success and learning how to myself in order to change the things that I didn't like in my life and the way things were going to something that I do. So thanks for being here and thanks for tuning in. Salud. It's a little kiss to the soul. It's delicious. Coffee's delicious. Okay, so if you've tuned in with me, this is the sixth video of this workshop series, and I'm working out of my book, my workbook, Emotions Over Logic, and it's all based on the law of attraction. I urge you, if you would like to follow me with it, you can request it from me. You can send me a comment on this thread, and I will get one of these over to you. So that way you can follow along and kind of know more or less. You can work through the workbook and know more or less what I'm talking about. Either way, I think that whoever's here and tuning in with me is ready for it. I really love this saying that says, the teacher will appear when the student is ready. And so I believe that whoever tunes in, that they're going to get exactly what they need from this video. And so again, I thank you for being here. We're going to just go ahead and recap a little bit. We talk about the seed being the law, and that everything under creation is operating under law and order. The seed obviously equals law, because what you plant is what you reap. You cannot plant a lemon seed and get an apple tree. So that is law. Like, that's unbreakable. You don't have that power. So seed equals law. And in this reality that we're living in this life that we live in, the seed that we plant is the thought. Everything starts with our thoughts. And so thoughts equal seed equal law. So what you're thinking is what you're going to manifest in life. The things that you're thinking on a daily basis, you're giving momentum to, and you're giving strength to. And the more you think about things, the stronger that energy gets, or that seed gets. And then that's what you're producing in your life for you. Okay, we went on to say that there's an order, so everything happens under law and order. So you plant a seed, and obviously it has to follow an order. The seed grows, and then it produces. So the flow is of our life, of reality, is thought leads to feelings, and then feelings lead to words. Words lead to actions. And let's see, so we have thought, feeling, words, and actions, and then we get our results. Are you guys with me? Let me take another sip of my coffee so I can catch up with myself. Okay, so thought equals seed. From our thought, we feel. Every time we think something, we're going to end up feeling it. And then we're going to speak a word about it. Then we act on it. And then voila, we produce a result. And so the thing is that the majority of our thinking is not our own. Our thoughts are not our own thoughts. We've been taught to think. And so a lot of times we mirror previous generations, we mirror our society, we mirror those that we're closest to, we mirror those that have been there to teach us, because they are the ones, and it is what has planted the seeds of thought in our mind. And that's what we go based off of. A lot of times we get to an age or a point in life where we kind of want things to be different. We're not liking the results that we're producing in our own life. And so we want different, and we say we want to change and we want things to be better, and we're willing to make changes. A lot of times this is where we go to school or to counseling and therapy or workshops, and we want to learn and do better, and this is a lot of times where we make New Year's resolutions because we know why we're creating the results we're creating, why we're going through the things that we're going through, and a lot of times we even know how to change that. We know what to do to stop producing those results. But that's why my book is called Emotions Over Logic, because the reality is that emotions, like 98% of the time, will overrule the logic. We have our emotional attachments. We're rooted in our satisfaction, in our satisfactions. We're rooted in the things that we like. We're rooted in the things that we enjoy. And a lot of times, some of the things that we enjoy or some of the things that we've been doing, um, we're made to believe that that's the way life is and that that's the only way it's meant to be. And these are the cards we're dealt, and so we kind of are emotionally attached to it based off of the things that we've been taught to think. And so even though logically in our head we know that if we stop doing these certain things or if we start doing these other things, that we'll probably live a better life. Logically speaking, it's true. We know, and we know we can do it. I mean, it's simple enough to do it. So why is it that we start goals or resolutions and we don't follow through? Because of the laws of the universe. And so I think that sharing with you guys the laws of the universe and this information is the best thing that I can do. It's like it's so rewarding to me because once I understood this, I was able to let go a lot of guilt, a lot of doubt, a lot of worry, a lot of anger, and a lot of sadness. I was able to let go of so much that was holding me down. And even to this day, like there's moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I just gotta let this go. And I realize what I'm doing, where before we're kind of like living on autopilot and we don't really realize what we're doing. And so now with this information, I feel like there's those moments throughout my day that I'm like, holy crap, I'm back into the momentum or into the cycle of where I was before. And that's not where I want to be. So like consciously and deliberately, I like jump back onto my own path and I keep going there. So it's really given me the freedom to live the life that I want to live. It's given me the ability to realize when I fall off my own path and when I'm off track. And it's given me the power to know that that's what I've done and to accept it and to get back on my path without feeling angry at myself, without feeling angry at whoever or whatever it was that got me off my path. It's just a knowing and an understanding that gives you peace of mind. And so I really enjoy the fact that I have an opportunity through YouTube to share this information with you guys. And I would hope that you guys would subscribe and share and like on all your social medias and share this, this word with others. Salud. Okay, so we're gonna move right along. We're in the area of the book that I call The Strength of a Village. Okay, so before you realize, before this point where you start choosing your village, you have your childhood village. You have those that influenced you from the time you were in the womb to the time you started to, from the time you were in the womb to the time you start to want to own your own thoughts. Okay? Growing up, our village was those who surrounded us, family, teachers, school friends, etc. They all influenced our pre-programmed mind and therefore contributed to our way of thinking and being. You are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So choosing your circle wisely will create and build success. Remember, you can't change people, but you can change people. No one says you have to keep the same people in your circle. If a person, place, or thing is not adding value to you, it is not serving you, it's anchoring you. So let it go. Knowing and accepting this will free you from wasted time. And really, it is wasted time, but it's not wasted time because anything that we're going through is really there to serve us in either a lesson learned or some kind of enjoyment. Okay, so but that's another topic. So even though disassociation from certain people may be difficult and you challenging, you must ask yourself, what and who is more important than me, my goals, my peace of mind, my joy, my family? Who's more important than me? Bettering yourself for someone else, like your children, or for a or whether it I'm sorry, or for a wealthier lifestyle is in your hands. You must become the most important person in your life, because if you don't do it for those you love or for what you desire, is someone else going to do it for you? No. You must do it for yourself, and not let anyone stop you or discourage you. Know thyself, and to thyself be true. If something or someone is toxic for you, be true to yourself and stay away. Okay? So, again, when you were younger, it wasn't your chosen village. It was the village that raised you, it was those who surrounded you. But now you have the opportunity and you have the power to choose your circle. And you got to choose it wisely, because you are the average of the 5 people that you associate with the most. Okay? And you never want to be the smartest person in your circle. There's things that other people can do better than you. And so you want to be the best at what you are and who you are. And you want people who are going to add value to you, to your life, who are going to challenge you in growth, who are going to challenge you to keep moving forward and encourage you and be positive role models. Sometimes that person looks somewhat mean. Maybe that person in your circle is someone who you can say, man, they're so mean. But the fact that they're willing to be as honest and as raw with you as they are, and the fact that you're willing to internalize that and take it as a lesson learned, that's a valuable person in your circle. You hold on to that person and you love that person. And even if it hurts you and you got to walk away for a second while you deal with your own truths, come back and make sure that person knows that you value them and that you appreciate them and that you love them and that you're thankful for them in their life. And don't be afraid to be real back with them. Sometimes they don't like that, but okay, so in the same way, creating a new village of new friends, teachers, and family who are also willing to change sometimes will contribute to the strength and courage you will need to attain through this transition. The power of 2 or more minds is it gives power to the seed. When you have a person or people there that you set goals with and that you have a like-minded mindset with, you guys are hungry, you guys are motivated and inspired, and you guys are just ready, that is so much power in your circle. It's so much power for your growth, guys. Surrounding yourself with like-minded persons will make a huge impact in your development, in the development of your new self. The energy of 2 or more working together for a common purpose will always increase the success of the task at hand. All the laws are in motion and empowered by energy. So you got to remember that all the laws are always in motion, and they're powered by energy. And remember, guys, our thoughts are energy. Everything that we think, everything that we say, everything that we do, everything is energy. And so every time you give word or action or feeling to a thought, you're giving it energy. You have to. And this is where we get a little bit tripped up. It- we're sloppy thinkers and we're not disciplined. That's like the bottom line. Sometimes we're not very disciplined, and that's okay because you know what? Discipline is energy, and the more you work at it, the stronger you will get in being disciplined in doing the things that you have to do for yourself. Just don't give up. The moral of this whole entire workshop is not to give up. Realize where you are, why you're there, and why you do the things you do, and how to do the things you need to do, or learn of the things that you need to do, and give yourself the time that it's going to take for you to develop these new ways and these new habits of thinking, this new mindset, the strength that it needs to be for it to become your autopilot. Okay, so just don't give up. Never give up. In my workbook, it has the exercise right there. You can see it. You go ahead and you list your childhood circle, who influenced you positively, who influenced you in a negative way, what were some positive society influences, and what were some of the negative society influences. And then you have the next one where you're choosing, okay, who do I need to let go of? What do I need to stop watching? What do I need to stop? Where do I need to stop going? You know, who are the type of people I want to start surrounding myself with? For a long time, the people I surrounded myself with were virtual. It was Wayne Dyer and Abraham Hicks and Dale Carnegie, these books, the previous authors, Napoleon Hill. Like, this was my circle, who I surrounded myself with. And obviously some of these people ain't even around, but that was who I chose to surround myself with until I was able to come back into, and not that I completely 100% disconnected from everybody around me, because you can't do that. But I made sure that these were my influences, that this is who I was learning from, because I wanted the peace. I wanted the strength. I wanted the wisdom. I wanted better, different. And so I looked for people who were living the lifestyles that I wanted to live. I looked for people who understood things that I was wanting to understand, and those are the people that I chose to have in my circle. And so even if it's someone virtually, make them your person, make them part of your circle until, and then remember, everything is law of attraction, guys. So once you start vibing in this energy, once you start producing this energy and letting it flow from you, the universe is going to match you with it. And so it's going to bring you the people in your path physically, who will match your energies, who will match your mindset, who will match your hunger and your desires. And so all it is like being ready to be ready to receive them, and to receive that, and to receive this. And so a lot of times, like, you got to start somewhere, and if that's in a virtual place, well, then that's where it's at, you know. But once you start putting this out, that's what you're going to get back, and the people will show up for you, and the situations and the opportunities will show up for you. You're going to have people in your path that are going to give you a hand up and boost you and encourage you, and they're going to pop out of nowhere sometimes, you know. But remember that it's the law of attraction. All you got to do is start setting your mind and your thoughts to that which you want to receive in life. Okay, so, and I'm good. Salud. I love my coffee, guys. Look at my little owl. All right. We're going to go ahead and call it a day, but our next session is going to be no limits, no excuses, okay? I thank you guys again for always tuning in and being here with me. I'm really excited that I get to do this and share this information with you guys. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Don't miss any of my videos. If you haven't watched the videos, go back. This is the sixth video of 6 videos. So there's 5 more before this one that you should, if you haven't done so, listen to, catch up with us so you can be vibing in the same energies as us. We are all here to enjoy life and to make it the best life that we can make it. There's nothing that's stopping us, guys. Everything is in the power of our thoughts. Thoughts are the seed. Seed is the law. Take control of your thinking. Do not be sloppy thinkers. Own your thoughts, own your shit, own your destiny, own your path, own it, and love it and enjoy every minute of it. Even when things get rough, remember that everything is always working out for you. Until next time, I send you guys peace and love. Ciao.